Good afternoon, everybody. Lael, Dustin, Lucas, Mike, Dakota, Jacob, Joa, David, Justin, Jason, Victor. Good afternoon to you guys. Thanks for being here. We're going to start with a little bit of tailoring today. We're going to pull some stuff out of the bank here and start creating many bolts of linen. I do have the Stormwind music turned down. Let me know if it's still too loud. No skill, Ryan, Mike, Monica, good afternoon. Alright, let's see. Yeah, let's create everything. I'd like to actually just hang out at the tailor shop. Ooh, what's this? We got a couple of corpses here in Stormwind. How does one become a corpse in Stormwind? You guys got tornado watches? Lael, Dustin? Yeah, that sucks, guys. I'm sorry. Be safe. Yeah, I hated tornadoes as a kid. As an adult, I've never actually seen a tornado up close and personal. But as a kid, I was terrified of tornadoes. Every time it stormed, I thought there would be one. Alex, good afternoon, Matt. You think they got griefed? Yeah, I guess that's really the only option. It's not like they could fall. That's unfortunate. Whitney, good afternoon. Floopsy, the Stormwind music gives you unlimited inspiration. Yes. It gives me an unlimited headache. Okay, so I want to make sure that we don't, oh, here we go. Yeah, bolt of woolen cloth. Let's get those skill ups, like, out of the way. Yeah, these days I don't mind storms, except, like, a lot of times with the bad infrastructure around here, like, it'll take out the power. Even if it doesn't take it out like long, we've had it like dip out just enough so that everything powers off. That's what it loves to do. It loves to just dip out a couple of times. Just enough so that like everything has to be rebooted. Yeah, Dan, the dungeon was yesterday. The thumbnail is always like a last time on. That's how like all the if you look at all the thumbnails for all the streams, the thumbnail always ends up being like a last time on. Because I take the thumbnail shot, you know, in the run, but then I don't use that shot till the next day. And so I've kind of kept doing it that way, even though like, yeah, the thumbnail is a little bit misleading. Absolutely. But that would beg the question of on a live stream, you know, I would have had to put that up really quickly. But yeah, that was the last time on the stream we cleared dead mines and nobody died. Yeah, Alex tanked it. Chase was there on his mage, and we got through it. I got the staff from the quest. Yeah, the thumbnail's currently clickbait though, but I did change the title, so that the title of the stream is now accurate. Because I think earlier it did still say dead mines. Because when I set up the stream, I just used the last one, all the same info, so I don't have to fill it all out again. But yeah, I should have changed the title. Would have been the considerate thing to do. It was really smooth, yeah. I had a great time. I realized we could do stockades pretty soon. Maybe not to like level, what, 23 or 24 for stockades. Alex, that sucks, man. Yeah, Alex was a perfect tank. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, we had some fun situations that were just fun, but we had no like horrible things go awry. Even in the rooms that are typically very hard to handle, where like something always goes wrong, we did those rooms pretty well. Nothing super unexpected happened. Yeah, it was a by the book dead mines. Alright, we got all that stuff made. If we're just looking to skill up, this is probably our lowest cost. If we're looking to just skill up. Which I think that's what we're doing. So we need a bunch more coarse thread. Yikes, only 10 of them. That's kind of brutal. Jeez. Maybe we make the bags? It's 3, no, this is 2. This is still cheaper. Alright, let's make it all and see what we're left with. How are things in Michigan? Right now, it's, what? It's 65 degrees Fahrenheit outside my house right now. It's 65 degrees. It's chilly. That's why I'm wearing quarter zip, because it's actually chilly in all parts of my house. So it's like, yeah, it's crazy. We got the windows open. It feels really good. I think it's going to heat back up tomorrow, but the last 2 days have been very, very unseasonably cool. Now, granted, like, the hottest part of our year is over. We are going to cool off from here because it's Michigan. We're pretty far to the north, so. No, the bags are 6 slot bags. Global cooling. Yeah, I'm hoping that it's like a mild winter. Maybe we could just have like a really long autumn phase. Would be ideal. Oh, we have a lot more bolts. I need to buy more coarse thread. Okay. Yeah, I'm lucky to be where I'm at. I would never move south in the country. Like, there's no way that I would move, like, south. I would move west, I would move east, we will probably move north, but I will never move south. Because I don't need my summers to be any worse than they already are. It's already bad enough for me. So I will never do that to myself. We won't be going south, yeah. I don't even know, as much as I loved Kansas City, like being downtown especially, like I don't even think I'd ever move back to Kansas City at this point. I think I can't move back south because they're the same thing. They're like 100 degrees probably right now with humidity. It's probably pretty miserable there. Harambe, I'm glad I can help with that, man. Thanks for being here and hanging out with us. Yeah, see, I could never live in a place like Texas. Because I know at night it doesn't cool off either, probably. It's probably still hot even at night, even in the middle of the night. And that is miserable. Man, we have a lot of bolts of linen. Okay, yeah, we're doing pretty good. Let's see if we can train anything else. Nothing. Maybe we just can't learn from him, right? We have to talk to the other lady next door. Pretty sure. It was 98 last night. Oh, good. Let's go talk to the real trainer next door and see what she could teach us. I kind of wish, you know, we should have bought some more mats. I kind of wish they were in the same place. It's a little bit annoying that we have to run next door. Alright, this should do it. We shouldn't need much more right now. Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of linen, but we should be burning through it. Yeah, it sounds like you guys are all living in places where it's pretty miserable, except for a handful of us. It'll get better, you know. Listen, it's gonna have to be winter eventually. Can we make 8-slot bags now? Ooh, look at that. We have just enough that we can make 2 of these. And that will replace our 6-slot bags. Hey, that's pretty amazing. Let's go buy what we need for that. Winter is coming. Yeah, exactly, Alex. Winter is coming. It's too bad we can't dye them to be like a more interesting color. I wish you could just work any color dye into the recipe. Any color dye you want it, and it would make the bag that color. That would be really cool. See, we didn't miss out on much there. That being said, it looks like anything else is going to require some fine thread and leather for this one. So are we... We're not quite out of linen yet. I didn't keep any of my leather, of course, because why would I, right? 4 to make this. 4 to make this. Yep, that's tough. I guess we're going here. Alright, that should be it. That should be the rest of our linen burned through. There are patterns for colored bags. Yeah, I wish I had some. You probably have to like find them, you know. I think this is basically all we can do. We can go for a skill point here on the green and see. We didn't get it. And yeah, that's good for now. This is because it's in that bag. Okay, let's try to move it somewhere else. Okay, we got it. Okay, there we go. Now we're good. Now we're perfect. Anything else I want to get rid of? Yeah, I want to get rid of the bags. Goodbye. I should shove the rest of the tailoring stuff into the bank before we head out. I don't need this wand, right? Yeah, the greater magic wand is still better. Let's sell it. Keep the bags for the bank. Am I gonna be storing enough? I'll grab one of them. Because I can craft more if I want. You know what I mean? I'll grab one of them because I think the first bank unlock is pretty cheap, but I'm pretty sure the second bank unlock is like a gold. I could be wrong. We'll unlock one of them. And then yeah, if I need more bags later for the bank, I'll just make them. Oh, these poor guys. That sucks. Let their bodies serve as a warning to all. $10 silver, 1 gold, 10 gold. Yeah, I knew it got pricey pretty quick. Oh, Robert, you're on mute. You are on mute. It's been a while since I've done that. I was contemplating why I had a 17-pound catfish still in my bags. It's a weird thing to hold on to, you know? Alright, goodbye catfish. Goodbye enchant bracers. And besides that, we should be good. Okay. Alright, so the question is, what are we doing now? I think we need to finish up over in Loch Modan. So let's go ahead and we'll jump on the tram. And so we're done. No, we're not done in Westfall. We have the lighthouse stuff we can still do. Okay, so yeah, we're not done in Westfall. I think we should do the stuff in Loch Modan. Then maybe we can take care of the lighthouse stuff. What level is the lighthouse stuff? Yeah, we're good to do this stuff. Okay, yeah, we can do that. We'll do Loch Modan first. And then we'll hearth back over. We'll leave the hearthstone set in Sentinel Hill. Ra, good afternoon, man. Thanks for being here. It was Alex tanked for us and Chase was on his mage. It was awesome. I'm very much looking forward to more 5-mans in the official hardcore. It's like the one thing about official hardcore that I am hype about is that hopefully I'll be able to run more dungeons with you guys. Like that's what I'm hyped about on official. And yeah, we're getting closer. I can't do math, but I think we got, what, 3 weeks? Was it the 24th or the 28th? It was the 24th, right? 24th. So yeah, we got, well, we have less than 20 days. 16 or so days. Yeah, 16 or so days. If I could do math, I could tell you exactly, but I can't. I should just roll a priest again for official. Don't think that I haven't thought that exact thing. Don't think that I haven't thought that exact thing. Because it is definitely like cross. I'm thinking about this warrior, but then I'm like, but man, how can I not just be a priest? I can't explain like how nice it feels to be able to go from pull to pull to pull to pull without having to stop. It's so relaxing and cathartic. It's like, it was almost like that on the Warlock, but there was something missing. It might have been the wand. To be fair, what was missing on the Warlock that would have made it enjoyable for me might have been the wand. That could have been the whole thing. It could have been totally my bad for saying that a Warlock didn't really need a wand and like not going after it like we did on the Priest. But yeah, there's something about being like a melee caster wand machine that's really appealing. And I just love not having to stop to drink like you would on like a mage. Not having to stop to eat like you would on a warrior. And so, man, yeah, I keep thinking about it. And so, if we do another priest, we're going to go horde side, obviously. We could do a body type B Forsaken priest. Like the one we lost in the Undercity, I was super attached to that character, so I know that it can work for me. Other than that, we'd have to go troll priest. I don't know if I have it in me to try another troll. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, we're gonna heal and we're gonna be shadow, but we're still gonna heal. So we're gonna melt things and we're gonna heal dungeons as much as we can. I'm sure, like at a certain point, maybe around the time that you're talking about like Sunken Temple and like BFD and stuff, we probably won't be strong enough as a healer to heal those as shadow spec. But the early stuff especially should be fine. Right, you're thinking about Orc Shaman? Yep, Orc Shaman would be fun. Alex, you think you do Druid or Shaman? The cool thing about being on Horde side is that it makes it a lot easier for people to roll a Druid. Because obviously the Night Elf start is pretty punishing. But yeah. So that's the good thing about the Druid is that we go on the Horde side. All you Druids, you know, you can just be a Tauren, it's easy. Yeah, Forsaken get Devouring Plague, which is a 3-minute addition. It's a dot. It's like a 3-minute cooldown, though. Do I need to do anything here while we're in town? Fishing is... We haven't been fishing in a while. Cooking, we haven't been cooking because we haven't been fishing. We'll maybe pick these back up next stream. Anything else we need to do? I don't think so. Let's see. Any turn-ins that I'm neglecting? No, we're good. Clint, good afternoon, man. Thanks for being here. Clint, we didn't get anything from drops, really. We got a couple of greens from drops that were upgrades, but the main thing we were going after is the Staff of Westfall from the quest. So yeah, this was huge for us. Yeah, a couple things dropped that we didn't get. There was a nice tunic, like a chest piece, that had like 11 spirit on it and some stamina, but our pug mage needed it. So they got that one. And Cookie's wand didn't drop. But yeah, we got a couple of greens, but mainly this is what we were after. And of course, we got a bunch of experience from the kills and from turning in all the quests. Yeah, the staff will last a while. You know, I'm gonna replace this with the staff from library probably. Well, I mean, it's possible that we get a staff from somewhere else before library. I'm not familiar with Black Fathom Depths loot table. I should install a classic Atlas loot. I'd really love to be able just to look at the loot tables for the bosses. I'm gonna get that going. Maybe even at some point today. I don't even think I have it in my CurseForge installed for Classic Era. Let me take a look. The cool thing is I can look at this and you guys don't have to see it. Yeah, I'd like to be able just to look at the loot. Yeah, there is a staff in BFD. Okay. So maybe that's our next staff. Let me see. Classic Era. Let's update these. Yeah, I don't have Atlas loot. Let me grab that. Atlas, WoW Classic. Dungeon locations. Is that what I need? Is that... Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. Alright, I'll probably have to log to get that going, but... Yeah. Is Intellect useless for Priest? Intellect is mana pool in Classic Era. So, I don't know if it's useless in the sense that, like, we don't need a deep mana pool. You could say like maybe because of that. What am I looking at here? Report to Mountaineer Rockgar. Where is this guy? He's down here. Yeah, I never would have said intellect was useless until I kind of saw how we didn't need it. But here's the thing, like, as a healer you need intellect though, because you need a mana pool. Like, if you were a healer, you would need a mana pool. Like, you need a deep mana pool. As like a Shadow Priest, you don't, because you're going to be regenning all the time from getting Spirit Tap. We did really good in the dungeon with wanding. We managed to get Spirit Tap a lot of the time. But without that, without us wanding and getting that finishing blow sometimes, we would have had to drink like 3 times as much. Because our mana pool was tiny. Int also gives crit. Yeah, I don't think you would... I don't know if you would say that it's useless in any sense. I think that the prioritization, like Alex pointed out, might be different. Like stamina and spirit are better, sure. But yeah, I would not be willing to say that intellect is useless. I think if you can get a piece of intellect gear, you're going to go ahead and take it. I think ideally you have what we have here, which is like, yes, it has a little bit of intellect, but mainly it has spirit. That seems like a pretty good way to go. You know, the chest piece I wanted, that had stamina and spirit. It definitely wasn't for a mage. The mage definitely would have wanted intellect. And not stam spirit cloth, but he took it anyway. Alright, what is this about? In Classic, everything is as it is. Owl Hatch. In retail, they've made lots of changes to classes, like the hunter doesn't use mana in retail. But in Classic, it's just how it was in Classic. This is an elite quest, I think. So is mercenaries. Alright, let's head over and find these guys to the south here. And then maybe we can even do the carved stone idols. I'm not sure what level those guys are. And then, oh, well, we could come down to the south and do this first. Maybe that's what we do. Annie, good afternoon. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, the good thing about the vanilla hunter though is like, yes, it uses mana, but you can rely so much on your pet's damage and so much on your auto attack that even if you were completely out of mana, it's oh, why did I come down here? I'm just on autopilot, guys. Complete autopilot. It's not gonna like hinder you too much if you're you know, the way that it would another mana user. That's the only cool thing about the hunter. Is that, yeah, mana's great to have, but you don't absolutely need it. I don't know if I'd ever roll another hunter in vanilla. For some reason, I did enjoy the dwarf hunter we did in hardcore before she got killed by murlocs. I did enjoy it, but every time I think about a hunter, it's the whole pet class thing. The cool thing about the hunter was like learning about how you'd learn different like animal attacks from the different animals you tame, and then you cross teach them to your current pet. That was a cool experience, like learning how the pet system worked for hunters back in the day, because I never knew that. I never knew that you wanted to capture like different pets to learn their abilities and stuff. And then obviously like they removed that from the game pretty quickly. I think by Burning Crusade, wasn't that kind of stuff basically gone? Or did it hang out until Wrath? So I felt like the hunters got like trimmed down pretty early on in WoW's life. As far as like how complicated pet management was. That's right, this one we have to go into the cave. Like, we actually have to go into the cave. Oh, it's cleared out here, which means we're probably gonna have respawns. That's not a lot of people. Speaking of respawns, lovely. We did Dead Mines yesterday, David. I know, the thumbnail is always like a last time on the stream type of deal. But I can see that today the thumbnail is going to bother people and mislead them. And to be fair, there's no reason that most people would know that it's more of a last time on. So, give me 1 second here. And I think I will just get that changed. So I don't have to answer the question all day. I'm gonna stand in this cave where, like, ideally I shouldn't be. But that's fine. Let's chill here for a second while I make a thumbnail. So that we can not really have to mislead people accidentally. Let's just grab this one. And now people will wonder why I'm not in Westfall today. like no matter what I do, it's always going to be a last time on image. But maybe this one will be a little bit better. Okay. Here we go. Where did that go? Alright, and then we will change it. And there we go. Now the title does not say Dead Mines. The screenshot in the thumbnail does not look like Dead Mines. And now we are Dead Mines free. Until next time we do Dead Mines. There you go. Sorry guys. So I note to self, when you do a dungeon run, don't use a screenshot from that in your next thumbnail. I got it. Lesson learned. We're not getting any kill experience for these guys, so we're not proccing Spirit Tap, so we're not regenerating any mana. We have to get back to the guys that we need to be fighting. Mike, we're gonna go mainly Shadow, but we've put a couple points into Discipline to max out our improved wands. But from here on, we're gonna be going into the Shadow Tree. Yeah, I've done a disc playthrough before though. My Priest Athos back, like, near Classic launch was, like, full discipline. Basically the entire way. So yeah, I've done it before. I want to get into something a little different, so I really want to get into, I'm looking forward to Mind Flay. It's going to be cool to have another ability to push that's, like, more Shadow-esque. So, yeah. And we might try different things throughout the playthrough. It depends on how long we live. Yeah, Dustin, I'm pretty sure there is a challenge like that where you don't spend any talent points. Yep. Yeah, the 3 name guys, they're up in an area that, like, I have a hard time finding that area even when I'm trying to. So, luckily, I probably won't stumble upon them. Because, yeah, I often have trouble, unless I'm headed that way now. No, I'm heading out now. Yeah, I can't ever find their area anyway. Even when I'm actually looking for it. And I don't think we're going to do that quest. Because I don't know, we might be able to handle 3 of them if we use Sphere. Maybe we'll hang on to it. We could do it at a much higher level. The healing that they're doing here is kind of annoying, but ultimately they're not able to deal any damage to us. I see. So if I go this way, that will lead me up and around to them on the minimap. Yeah, we're going to leave them alone for now. Let's see, they are levels 17, 16, and 16. Yeah, you know, they're not very high level. I don't think we could take them all right now, but if we were like level 22 maybe, depending on like what new spell ranks we get. If we get a new rank of Power Word Shield especially, I think we could probably take them at level 22. I'm sure we could at least kill 2 of them. Maybe we'd have to fear and then heal on the last one, but these guys are also like just not what I need. Maybe I should kind of go that way. Maybe there will be more of the guys I need if I go that way for a minute. Because yeah, out here there's like nothing. It's everything's back in this back area. This is always a tough one to get done. I feel like they don't spawn enough of these guys. Like, you need 10 and 10, and they spawn like 4 and 3 of them. And so you have to cycle through those ones. Like, and right now we're just not having a very, very quick respawn rate. We got one back here. Yeah, that's true. There are some out on the islands also. There's a couple in the other cave here. We could leave this cave, and we could check the other cave. But, yeah. This is like, I feel like this is the area where there are the most of them like condensed together. Of course, it's gonna spawn all bone snappers, which is fine as long as when we're done with bone snappers, it spawns all shaman. But will it do that? Probably not. Jax, one thing you dislike about WoW is how the NPC monsters scale with your level. Then you want to play Classic WoW, because in Classic WoW they do not do that. Yeah, stop playing retail and come play Classic. Because yeah, as you can see, we're level 20 and we're fighting level 15 stuff. Yeah, I agree with you, like, especially like growing up with RPGs, one of the coolest things for me in RPGs as a kid, it was like if a boss was too hard for me, I knew that I could go grind and I could get stronger and I could come back and beat the boss. It didn't have to be like a skill check like making jumps in Mario or something. It was like literally you can go grind your character power, or if you wanted a challenge, you could try stuff like lower level. And so yeah, for me, like, part of the heart of an RPG is like your character level versus their character level, and it should vary. Yeah, it does sometimes feel bad when you think about it. It's like all the same. It makes levels just seem kind of meaningless when you're scaling the enemies up. It makes the character level itself seem meaningless, except as a way to gauge whether or not you're close to endgame. That's really all that the leveling is in retail. The leveling just tells you when you're done leveling. It's like, okay, you've leveled enough, you are max level now, you have hopefully learned your class a little bit and learned your rotation, and now you stop leveling. Because yeah, it just removes that big RPG element of being able to like out-level an area or go there early. Operation sounds horrible. Break up with her, obviously. And that would be the same advice I'd give to anybody who used the word forced me to when talking about their like significant other. If the way you talk about them is like that, where you're like, they forced me to do this. Because firstly, brother, nobody forced you. You might have felt coerced. But yeah, what I tell you is break up with her. It sounds like you're miserable. And if you're not miserable, you should put more effort into not sounding like it. You see how they keep spawning bone snappers? we don't need them. Such is life. Oh, who's back here? Another bone snapper. No, I mean the thing is, like, nobody should be forced or feel forced to do anything by their significant other. And if you feel that way, then you should be with somebody else. Or we're assuming you've tried to have a conversation with this person, be like, hey, look, I don't like this particular thing. Do you mind if I just don't partake in this outing of yours? But no, I feel like people that are together and going to be together, they should just have an understanding of each other and an acceptance of each other. And no part of that should be forcing another human being or even like making them feel coerced to do something that's like way outside their comfort zone. But like I said, that also assumes, probably incorrectly in this case, it assumes that communication has happened about the disliking of the thing. Which, when people complain about their significant other in that way, usually a conversation hasn't happened yet. They're just venting, because they feel coerced to do this thing that they don't really want to do, but they probably didn't like articulate a reason why or like beg out of it or anything like that. That's kind of what I see. Yeah, it's a lack of communication most likely. Now, if you are with somebody and you say, "Hey, honey, I really don't want to do this weekend," and then they like proceed to force you to do it, that is the relationship you need to immediately be out of. But like I said, I don't think that was the case. And it's not the case a lot of times when people phrase things that way. What they mean is like that the person's doing something, they're going to go do it, they don't like it, but it's not worth having a conversation about to them. That's what it typically means when someone talks that way. And talking that way about your significant other when you haven't had a conversation is like really borderline disrespectful. Like, of yourself, of them, and of the relationship altogether, and of the idea of a relationship, which is really supposed to be, you know, founded in actual communication. Anyway, enough Dr. Phil. Let's just keep running in circles in the cave. I'm gonna run out and check the other cave nearby. And at least that way, by the time we fight our way back in, maybe we'll have respawns, and maybe they'll be the kind that we actually need, instead of all of them being bone snappers. Justin, I have the G600. Yep, this mouse changed my life. It changed my gaming life. Yep. Before this, I really struggled with like being able to reach any key bindings. I can reach tilde to number 4 comfortably on my keypad, which is not enough. And I didn't have a lot of coordination to hit other buttons on my keypad. So yeah, this mouse like fundamentally changed MMOs for me and let me actually enjoy pressing the buttons. Whereas like in the past, pressing the buttons was very difficult and tedious for me. Joel, you have a point, but that's not forced, though. That's you deciding to do something because you care for the person and want to have that experience with them. Which is like the opposite of forced, you know? I get what you're saying, though. Alex, they're really easy to hit, man. Yeah, like when you look at it, it looks super intimidating, right? Because there's like 12 effing buttons there. It's kind of crazy. Oh, don't cross heal right now. But it's not. I use 6 of the buttons. I don't use all 12 in my day-to-day playing. We are out of here. I guess we're not going to be... Well, you know, let's stand... Oh, they're cross healing, and we got someone hurling lightning from above. We're out. We're so out. It's easier to hit the buttons than you think. You probably won't be able to use all 12. I don't... There's like 2 rows, you know, 6 buttons each row, and I don't use the back ones really, because yeah, I can't hit the back ones and play normally. But it gives me really easy access to 6 additional buttons. And having additional access to 6 buttons in WoW or any MMO is incredible. Yeah, it's literally a life changer. So, I guess I have to reapproach this. Yeah, they started cross-healing each other. We had the lightning coming in from behind the hill where I could not even see. So, yeah, fun times. This guy was probably the culprit of the lightning. So we gotta be a little bit more careful. Yeah, Victor, we did take skinning. We just haven't leveled it up yet. When we dropped Enchanting, we took skinning. But I haven't really gone back and leveled it at all. Eventually, we probably will. Yeah, it'd be great to have some leather for some of the tailoring patterns. So eventually we'll have to do it. I just haven't done... Today we worked on our tailoring today, so maybe tomorrow we will start the stream with some skinning outside in Elwyn Forest or something like that. Alright, we've gotten everything we can here. Where are we at? 6 out of 10 is not bad. If we're super lucky, like one more delve into the cave, and we have what we need. We'll see if we're actually that lucky. Level 8 dead in Elwyn. It had to be a Murloc. It was to a Prowler. You died to a Prowler? Better go again. No, they didn't give you any buffs in vanilla. I don't think they did that till Wrath of the Lich King. Yeah, no buffs or like special abilities. Like eventually Herbalism gets Life Bloom, which is an amazing ability. Patrick, good afternoon, man. Thanks for stopping by. This is not Wrath of the Lich King. This is Classic Era. Yeah. Yeah, in Classic Era, you didn't get abilities and buffs from having professions, but by Wrath of the Lich King, they had added those. Yeah, I think skinning is crit. Justin, have a good rest of your day, man. Thanks for being here. Yeah, it's cool that they made it like give a little bit of character power. Because for a lot of people that would incentivize them to have a profession when otherwise they wouldn't do one. So I thought that was a cool idea. I'm sure in retail that's not still like that, is it? Or do those still exist in retail in some form or another? Ah, we should have targeted the shaman first. This is probably not going to be good. He's going to cross-heal this guy. Here it comes. Yeah, let's try to kill this guy. Maybe he'll go trying to heal him. I don't know. Yeah, I could have done the Psychic Scream. Yeah, there was nobody back here. That probably would have been a safe enough move. Yeah, like, we might have pulled this other shaman, and that would have been bad news. The good news is this will be the last one that we need. And then we can get out of here. All right. Let's make our escape. TJ, Gouliot, George, Joey, welcome to the stream, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to like not get killed in this cave, so I've been focusing a little bit more on getting out of here. And now it's raining outside. Oh, that's fun. It wasn't raining a minute ago. Yeah, this one wasn't too bad just because of our higher level. It made it a lot safer to be in there, even against the shaman. George, I don't have a lot of like presence on any social media. I'll try to get to my emails though. But I'm just bad about it. I spent 8 years having to read emails every single day of my life and respond to them. And so, yeah, by the time I was out of corporate America, I have just fallen out of the habit of checking any of my emails. I don't even think I'm going to pick up the next one right now. Level 17, like, we could probably do it eventually. But do I need it filling up my bags? Will I forget about it if I don't take it now? The likelihood is that if I don't take it now, I will forget about the quest entirely. And will never come back and do it. And I'm pretty sure, like, as a priest, we can probably do it. It's 3 guys, they're level 16 and 17. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to get it done. If we're, like, level 22. So we're not even talking about, like, right now. But eventually. Speaking of right now, I think right now we can go back to Westfall and we can work on some of the lighthouse stuff. Patrick, thanks, man. And, oh, Alex, you did it at 20? On the Pally? Well, I'll come back at 22, just to be safe, you know. Let's see, I don't think I want to do this now. Alright, yeah, let's hearth back to Sentinel Hill. And maybe it won't be so rainy over that way. I did train level 20. Yep. Yeah, we got our level 20 training done. I even put the new ranks on our hotbar, etc. For a change. Yeah, on a druid, I'd probably go leatherworking, skinning leatherworking. Depending on like what version of the game we're talking about. The Jester, any close calls today? Nope. We've been fighting mainly green enemies. So we were in a cave for a while, but it wasn't super risky. Damien, good afternoon, man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, in hardcore, I'd say you want to make some of your own gear. Probably go skinning leatherworking. Alchemy is not a bad option for like any class, basically. But leatherworking, it's a bit easier to get the mats you need from skinning to make gear with leatherworking than it is to be like a mining blacksmith. You're gonna have to do so much mining. But you typically get a ton of leather just like naturally. Pretty good profession. Alright, so I'm hoping we have the oil that we already need. Let's see what we got. Tell me I didn't sell it. Okay, I have 8 of them. I think the quest calls for 5. So I'm hoping that one will just be done already, that we won't need to hunt that out. I feel like the main reason that people take engineering in hardcore is for like the little robot thing you plop down to distract enemies. Like you get basically a stone claw totem that you can drop and that'll aggro an enemy, which is super powerful in hardcore especially. What's this guy doing here? Level 20 undead warrior. What's he doing in Westfall? Where's he going? I can't even really think about like where he would be going that he'd be over this way. Unless he's doing dead mines. Is that guy trying to do dead mines? Alright, cool. So we can turn this one in right away. It's awesome. We want the mana, I guess. And then 7 Tide Hunters, 7 Warriors, 7 Oracles, 7 Coast Runners, and then the named guy. At level 20, he's going to have a tough time griefing. If he were level 60, I believe it. Yeah, he's probably doing dead mines. I don't think I've ever done dead mines on the Horde. And I don't think I've ever done Wailing Caverns on an Alliance character. So, yeah. Yep, I got the item for the Red Ridge booze run where they want you to go get it all from the various places. Pretty sure we're still holding on to it. Yeah, it's right here. Keg of Thunderbrew. I hardly ever do that quest because of all the running around, but this time we're going to, because we're going to need all the XP we can get. Uh-oh. Did we get him? We didn't get him in time. He aggroed one guy. Okay, yeah, one guy I can deal with. I thought he was gonna aggro the whole camp. Yeah, I've done Wailing Caverns like 100 times, but I still don't know the routes. It's not hard. I guess you just clear one way, then clear the other way. You could probably do it in whatever order you wanted. But yeah, that's one of the ones that, to this day, like the pathing in there still kind of confuses me. The Wailing Caverns loot is bad. Yeah, it probably is. I don't remember it having much blue items. You know what? The Dead Mines loot, especially this time around, it wasn't great. The thing about it is like the bosses have a chance to drop blue items, but it seems like for the most part they don't drop blue items. So yeah, I feel like it's not really until Shadowfang Keep that like bosses all reliably drop a blue item. Have they released server names for the hardcore servers? Nope. No, they haven't said much recently after they announced the release date. Yeah, SFK has a lot of good drops for basically everybody. There's swords, there's shields, there's cloth, there's leather. SFK may be my favorite dungeon in Classic Era. It's definitely a lot of fun. A staff did drop, but I passed on it because I was just waiting to get this one, which is more of what we need. It has a lot of spirit on it. This was the quest reward, but we did get a staff drop. I'm pretty sure that Chase's mage got the staff. Well, that was not the way I wanted him to run. To be fair, ooh, nice freeze. This is what killed the hunter. I remember what was this freeze right here. I remember the Frost Nova, and just having like no way to get out of it. Not being quick enough to have the pet pick up aggro and get itself killed. It was a bad fear. Dispel seemed to work. Yeah. That's good to know. I'm glad we didn't get killed by it and then I find that out afterwards. It didn't seem to auto-target because I guess there'd be times when you would want to use that on an enemy, so the unfortunate thing is it doesn't auto-target. It doesn't auto-target self, the way like a cure disease would. Alright, let's try the pull again. That was better. You know, normally I'm not worried about being frozen, you know, in this situation because, I mean, I'm not going anywhere. But yeah, if we're trying to get away, definitely. I'll keep it here for now, just while we're fighting these guys, and then I'll find a better spot for it. I'd love to find the named guy. I feel like a lot of times we've come across him by now. That being said, we're gonna have to go like all the way to the north to find the rest of the guys we need. So we might as well start heading that way. Alt clicking will also cast on itself. Okay, that's good to know. Did not know that. Yeah, it would be easier for me to alt click one of my other buttons. Let's do that. There he is. Nice. We should be able to do this while we're out and about. Okay. Yeah, the first one is up here. That's perfect, actually. Oh, we don't need the hunters at all. It's risky. I don't see any murlocs here. I'm gonna swim around these guys. Yeah, there's no murlocs here on the water. And there's a bunch of them on land. I'm curious that this hunter here, when he came over, he didn't pull his buddies. That's really curious. I wonder why. Oh, that's nice. We can sneak in here without even aggroing these guys. Let's try to find the rest of the warriors that we need around here, and then we'll head over to the east to get the next part of the treasure. Hej, I am doing well. Thanks for being here. Why doesn't the sound of water correspond to its movement? Because 2004. Probably just because it was made in 2004 ultimately, and they haven't exactly gone back in Classic at least and updated anything. Might be different in retail. I'm not sure. It's a 20-year-old game engine, so. as what do I think about Denmark, I know nothing about it in order to formulate any thoughts. And if I had thoughts about it that were like political or anything like that, I probably would not share them here. But the reality of it is that I'm just an ignorant person living in America. And I don't have a lot of thoughts about other nations most of the time. Especially because I don't really tune into like world news a lot because I find a lot of it super depressing. So I live kind of an insulated life. But if I had a bunch of thoughts about another country, I probably wouldn't share them here. Just because it's not really the forum to do that. Well, we knew it was going to happen. The inventory is full. But we're done. So that's actually perfect. Harambe, I don't know what that is. I don't really care what it is, and I don't have any opinions about it. It sounds like one of those things, though, that, like, I wouldn't want to talk about or have talked about, but I don't know. Johnny, fashionably late as ever. Welcome, man. Thanks for being here. Alex, we did the treasure quest. We got, I thought we... Wait. Did we have one more part of it? I don't know. Oh, I see. I thought we'd completed it. Yeah, I forgot we have to go out to this island. For some reason, I thought the last one we turned in was like the last one, period. Thanks for reminding me that it's not. Yeah, Farmer Seldine is a vendor. But we'll probably just go do this, and then we'll run back to Sentinel Hill. Or rather, down to... We have to go down to the lighthouse. Unfortunately. Orange Filter, good evening, man. Thanks for stopping by. There's a video game thing. What do I think of Red Dead Redemption re-release for $50? I don't know. Is Red Dead Redemption the new one that just came out a couple years ago? Why would there be a re-release? Unless that's like the older game. I thought Redemption was the new one. Oh, script. Don't talk about BG3, because, like, a big part of me wants to be playing BG3 right now, in fact. Red Dead Redemption is the first one. Oh, if it's a remaster, then that's awesome. If it's just that they're re-releasing the same old game with the same crappy graphics, that would be bad. Yeah, if we're talking about Red Dead 1 and they're remastering it, are they remastering it like the way like Dead Space was remastered and remade? Because the Dead Space remaster was like not a remake, but they did so much to it, it was awesome. If they do it and it's awesome, then I'm all about it. If they do it and it's garbage, then that would suck. It's not really a remaster. It's not, if it's not like, yeah, if it's not like that, then, if it's not like Dead Space, I don't know. If it's just like a shinier, like, shine to the graphics or something, I need to have inventory space, absolutely. I need all of the inventory space. Ugh, like how many items do they need to give me? 17 items? I don't want all the items. I just want the experience points. Yes, I will do that immediately, maybe. Yep. I think I'm safe. Am I safe on this island, guys? If I get up for a couple minutes here, am I going to be safe on this island? As relatively safe as like anyone could be. Maybe I can get it back to Sentinel Hill. You're not trying to build the bed right now, though, are you? You're not trying to build that new bed. That's probably not what you need help with. Because that'd be silly to do by yourself. Yeah, we have all 8 slot bags though. I made some 8 slot bags earlier. So we're 8 slot bagged up. You're doing the bed right now? Yeah, we were supposed to do the bed together. I'll come help you as soon as I get the Westfall, I'll come help. The island was safe. It's okay. It can wait a couple more minutes till we get back to town. Actually, I'm not going back to town. So maybe we'll park it on the lighthouse island. Maybe it'll be safe on the lighthouse island. Cause yeah, I have to go get this turned in. So. Yeah, it is a bag. It's an 8-slot bag, but we don't need it. Yeah, Captain Sanders' booty bag. It's his booty bag, guys. But we absolutely don't need it. We might have a chain of murlocs soon. I want to steer clear of this guy. Don't come near me, guy. Don't come near me. I don't want to get this on you. He buffs us. He buffs us, getting himself right onto whatever aggro chain we had going on. That was a bad move on his part. I think it dropped, so he might be safe. It was released 10 to 15 years ago. It was a 360 and PS3 game. Yeah, I don't remember. I didn't play the original Red Dead when it came out. So. It's a bag to use. Yeah, the booty bag. They just wanted to put the word booty in the game more. So. No good buff goes unpunished. Right. Well, I mean, keep in mind though, if they're remastering it a bit, and if they're bundling all of the DLCs, and it's a 15-year-old game, a lot of people might be experiencing it or buying it for the first time. So that's something too. And I don't know, like I said, it depends on the quality of it, you know what I mean? If it's just a hack job, where they like change the aspect resolution and like that kind of stuff, but if it looks exactly the same and plays exactly the same, then yeah, sure, maybe that's too much money. Keep in mind though, a AAA new release game today will cost you about $79 USD. So if they're charging $49 USD, understand that that's $30 cheaper than you would pay for a full price brand new Red Dead. That if it came out today, if they released Red Dead X, whatever the next Red Dead is, they would probably be charging you $79.99 USD for that, for the base edition, because games are effing expensive these days. And so compared to that, I think that $50 50 is the new 30. Okay, keep that in mind. Inflation has happened, not just in games industry, but everywhere. Inflation has happened, and the games prices, they always go up generation to generation. So 50 is the new 30. You're looking at a $50 game, you're like, it's not worth it, but a couple years ago that would have been a $30 game. So keep that in mind too. Just something to think about, guys, and inflation does happen. If you're playing games for 15 years, you're going to see the price of all games go up. You're going to see the price of every single product go up. That's just kind of what happens in capitalism. Alright, I'm going to turn these in. I'm going to park it here for a couple minutes. I'm going to take a little break, and I'll be back. And if you guys are still here hanging out, that'd be awesome. If not, then I completely understand that you have to go, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. What I'm actually going to do, is so that there's no like on-screen shenanigans while I'm away, is that I am going to try to log out, which right now my game does not want me to do. Actually, that's really weird. My escape key is bringing up my start bar, which it is not supposed to do. There's a way. Here we go. I'm gonna log out, and I'll be back. I'll put a little time. I'm gonna give myself 10 minutes, but it probably won't take that long. My keyboard is just being bonkers. My keyboard is wrecked. I can't do anything with this right now. Alright guys, I can't leave a comment because I got some PC issues that are going on that I have to sort out apparently. But I'll try to be back soon. So yeah, something has happened to my keyboard. It's like all the buttons are different. In the game, my buttons all work fine. But for controlling aspects of my computer, none of my buttons work anymore. For instance, the escape key opens up my start bar and brings me back to my desktop. My home button for Windows does not pop up my start bar. Like my mute key for Discord or for OBS does not work anymore. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I've used computers for a long time and I'm not familiar with any button on my keyboard that could suddenly change all of its controls. So I'm perplexed. Yeah, it might be time to reboot. Yep, it might be time to reboot. Yep, I'm gonna have to reboot, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to get the stream fired back up, but I don't know what's happening and I don't like it. And I absolutely have to fix it. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And I'll try to pop back in as soon as I get this rebooted. Sorry, guys. But this has to happen. Because I have no idea what's going on. I'll see you guys on the flip side. There we go. That might be better. Let me know if I'm back, guys. I seem to be back on my end, but yeah, it's weird to do a reboot in the middle of a stream, the way you kind of get back into the stream, but I think we're good now. I think we're good now, but I'm not sure. I am, Amy, thank you, yeah. Yeah, there's a couple things you gotta do apparently to get it going again, but it kind of sits there like it's still going, but then you have to do a couple things to actually broadcast to it. So yeah, we're back. Computer problems fixed, don't know what was going on. Everything's back to normal now. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I have no idea. I've never had that happen. Like, a pressing escape key popped open my start bar. My start key did not open start. None of my keys worked. Everything worked fine within WoW. Like, all the WoW buttons were working as they should. Except when I'd go to escape to get to the menu, that's when I realized that something was wrong, because escape pulled up my start bar instead. So yeah, the reboot did fix whatever strange thing was happening. It's a good way to kill a stream. Like, to just have like a critical PC problem that a smarter person probably would have been able to like take care of without a reboot. It's a good way to kill a stream. Okay, where are we going now? We could go back to Loch Modan. We could probably go do some stuff in like Red Ridge. But I feel like if we're gonna do this quest in Loch Modan, we kind of have to do it. I really don't feel like going back to Loch Modan right now. Even though that's probably what we should do to do this level 15, that's going to go gray in a little bit. Like, it's going to go gray as soon as we hit level 21, I think. Yeah, I just don't feel like going back to Loch Modan right now. And then I think the only other thing there that we're even going to do is these two here. I don't want to go back to Loch Modan until I can do In Defense of the King's Lands, which I'm not going to do that till level 22. Oh, the treasure pieces. Can I just throw them out? I can throw them out, right? Like, I don't need them. Yeah, trash them. I read stash them. You did say trash them. I read stash them. I'm gonna trash them. And not stash them. The shield I didn't sell. That we can get rid of the rest of the oil. I don't need the hops anymore. We've already got the item. There we go. It's looking a little better. John, is the human paladin still alive? He is alive, but he's retired from hardcore. He never died. It just got miserable on him because he had an old weapon and he couldn't kill anything. Even fighting green enemies would take us down to 1/3 of our HP and 1/3 of our mana every single pull. So yeah, it was too tedious and I just retired him. I sent him off to Mancrick's server because Blizzard offers infinite free transfers off of Hydraxian Warlords and Bloodsail Buccaneers right now. So I sent him away to his Booty Bay retirement home, where he will live out the rest of his days as a level 47 paladin on Mancrick. Yeah, sometimes you gotta know when to throw in the towel. And I learned that when you're playing solo self-found hardcore, where you can't use the auction house and you can't run a bunch of dungeons and you can't do groups to do elite quests, it's better to be a caster. That way all of your damage is coming from your spell ranks for the most part, and not from relying on like a hot new weapon to drop every 5 levels. We're just gonna grab some stuff, and then we'll take a look at the levels of everything, and we'll decide what we're gonna do. Jason, we are back. Yeah, thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. Yeah, I had to do a restart. My computer was being too stupid. My keyboard was all out of. It was like every key was suddenly assigned to do something different in Windows. It didn't affect WoW really, but yeah, it just like every key got reassigned. It felt like. Oh, that's right. We have this Goldshire thing that we've never done, right? The price of shoes. I should have done that many times already. We've been in Stormwind where doing that would have been really easy. Probably not Snowballs 3000. I probably won't return to it. Maybe, you know, I could take him to the auction house and buy him a nice weapon. But probably not, if I'm being honest. It says you have a quest. Oh, Messenger to Stormwind has gone gray. Like, for some reason, it's green-gray. Yeah, it's gone green-gray. This is where he asked everybody for help and nobody wants to help, right? Yeah, it's not worth a lot of XP anyway. Yeah, like the key mapping profile. Like when you hit a button on your mouse and it changes all the bindings on the mouse. It was like the same thing happened on my keyboard. Except I've never had that happen before, and I'm not even sure what button I would have hit to initiate it. So yeah, I've been using the same keyboard forever. Like for the past 6 years almost. So I'm just not sure. Yeah, the Paladin got brutal. It had really high survivability, but it's like the worst DPS of any class basically. In vanilla. It's like D tier DPS, like front to back. And yeah, it turns out that kind of sucks. Are you an elite quest? You're probably an elite quest. I don't know what that's about. Oh, that's about Keyshawn. Right. Rambo. Take the lunch to guard Parker. Great. Dry times. Okay, yep. See, we have the Thunder Brew. Merlot is in Stormwind. Moonshine is in Duskwood. The Skin of Sweet Rum, I don't know. Maybe from Goldshire? Oh, I'm seeing the wanted poster outside. That's what I'm seeing. How did I get away with not starting a new stream? I didn't do anything to the current stream. I just restarted my computer and I let everything go. And then, like, when I go back into my YouTube controls for the stream, it still had the stream going because I never told it to end. Obviously, OBS wasn't transmitting for a while, so for a while you guys got nothing. And then I just had to fire OBS back up, tell it to stream to my YouTube stream, and then we were back in. I don't know what that's going to look like in the VOD. It's going to be some weird blackness for a while, I guess. But yeah, it worked without me having to start a new stream, which would have been a huge pain. If I had to start up a new stream, I probably would not have. I probably would have just been done for the afternoon. It's like, realistically, we have to do all this running around stuff. We should fly to Stormwind, we should run to Goldshire, and we should at least get that done. Katie, thanks for being here. I appreciate you stopping by and checking out the stream. The sweet rum is in Goldshire. Thanks, Johnny. Yeah, we'll do the shoe quest, we'll do the alcohol quest in Goldshire. Where is this thing? I don't usually have trouble finding the necklace. But, yeah, today... I don't know. I don't see it. I've never really had to go far for it. Are you allowed to cast both? Are you asking if you're allowed to stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time in the same stream? I don't know. And I think that part of that might depend on who you are, and if you have any agreements with Twitch, if you're like a Twitch partner or not. But I don't know that you could transmit to both at once. Thinking about how OBS works, I don't think so. But if you just mean like if you could do both like back and forth, one day on, one day off, I'm not sure, it depends. What's up? Oh, you want to say hi to me? Make sure you jostle the microphone. You have your leopard gecko. Okay, don't get me killed, okay? Yep. We're gonna go down here and grab the tools. At least I know where that one is. Ah, we got Murloc action though. Oh, now you've let Goomba in here. No, I think you're thinking about drowners from like The Witcher or something. The Murlocs are not like drowners.
second I thought that guy was a bad guy.
See the green name?
Oh, all these guys are good guys. Why is there 2 children just running around?
They're called friendly NPCs. There's friendly NPCs and there's aggressive NPCs.
And there's medium.
No. Well, sometimes depending on your reputation, you could be not liked but not hated.
Like, in the starting zones.
Well, those are non-aggressive in the starting zones.
Yeah, ooh.
Alright, let's get on a flight over to Stormwind. It's the Mandalorian, right? I couldn't see which one you had.
That's my word. No.
Alright, I'll see you in a little bit. Say bye to chat. Joe, everyone's doing well, man. Thanks for asking. Orange, now you want a leopard gecko? Yeah. It's a giant leopard gecko. When we got it for him, we thought it was going to be like... he wanted a real leopard gecko to like have as a pet. But he's only 8, and I don't want to clean up lizard poop every day. So he had to wait on the real one, so he wanted a stuffy to like, you know, pretend like he was taken care of. And we expected it to be like, you know, leopard gecko size stuffy, but apparently it's just a giant... 1.5 foot long leopard gecko, not actual size. Did I play during when WoW first came out? Yeah. Yep. I didn't get to max level until right before BC dropped, but I did play a bunch back in the day. Yep. And I'm an old person, so oh, he bumped my camera and everything. Oh my gosh. Obliterated it. Completely hosed. Oh my god. That's not exactly right, but it's better than how it was. Is the camera supposed to be pointing at the ceiling? No. No, it's not. That's what happens when leopard geckos attack. Yeah, your camera gets pointed at anything. The stuffy, yeah. Yeah, the stuffy's not... That's the other thing. David, you nailed it. Is like... We lost some fish recently, and he lost his beta fish recently, and they're like... I don't want him to wake up one day and find just a dead leopard gecko, man. They're hard to take care of. Even when you think you're doing everything right, they have such like precise like heat and cold requirements that I feel like it's really easy that it's like they're probably not going to live as long as they would. Yeah, I don't know about like lizard pets necessarily. So I just worry, you know, one day you're going to wake up, there's going to be a dead leopard gecko just laying there in the cage. I don't really want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it because they seem like they're like hard to take care of. I need the Merlot. Can I get that from anybody, or does it have to be like a specific person? Let's see. Yeah, it's not her. It's not her. Where else could I look? Maybe over in the old town? Yeah, I'm not sure. From the canals? I don't know where I... Wait. Oh, okay. Yep. I see it on the map. It's actually marking it on my map for me. Look at that. Mr. Jackpot, that's one of your earliest memories, finding your pet toad dead. It's kind of traumatic. Yes. That's my worry. And especially if that's one of your earliest memories. Like, that sucks. Because like I have a lot of early memories, and like I didn't lose the first time we lost an animal was like our family dog, and that was when I was like 14 or 15 years old. So like you know, I was much older, you know. Yeah, I wouldn't want one of my kids' formative memories to be like dead leopard gecko. Not necessary. He can have stuffed leopard gecko, and that can hang out with him always. Flagon of dwarven honeymeat. That's not what we need. We need Merlot. Robert Reed's take 2. There we go. Okay, so Moonshine is from Darkshire, and then the Sweet Rum is from Goldshire. Let's run over to Goldshire. What's the gecko's name? I think his name is Lenny. Yeah, at least it was Lenny the other day. When he put the tag on his little cage, he wrote Lenny. So I'm pretty sure the leopard gecko's name is Lenny. Yeah, it would be hard for my son to lose animals like that. He wants to have chickens. Right now we don't live somewhere that we can have chickens, but he wants to have chickens and stuff like that and like help take care of them, but I know that, you know, if he loses an animal, it's gonna crush him. I'd rather wait till he's a little bit older for him to have to deal with it. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks when you lose animals. And like with dogs, a lot of times, you know, they live for a long time. They get older and older, and like you know what's gonna happen. Yeah, I remember when my family dog died. Like at the end, she could barely get up and down the stairs. Like the couple of steps to go out into the yard. It can get bad. Yeah, his grandpa has chickens, so like when he goes to see grandpa, he can see the chickens and the ducks and the rabbits. And then like if those animals die, that's unfortunate, but it wouldn't be like an animal that he interacted with every single day and like took care of every single day. Alex, you're surprised people are still making characters? Yeah, you know they are. Not as many, but like we could probably do like a 1 to 10. Hey, I mean more than 50 people, probably 1 to 10. That's not bad for like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, where I'm at, like in server time. It's not bad. Johnny. Gosh. I'm looking for alcohol here. Okay, focus up. Bartender. Let's see. Flagon. Nope, not the flag. I don't know why I keep thinking about this flagon. It's not the flagon. It's bottle... Oh no, it's skin of sweet rum. Ah, nope. Nope, skin of dwarven stout. What am I looking for? Oh gosh. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's not Goldshire that we get that one from. It says it is. It says it's this guy. Am I just not seeing it? Am I just literally not seeing the item? Right, this guy. Oh, it's right here. Now, why would it be at the top? Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. It was at the top. I wasn't looking at the top of the list at all. Okay, I guess we run back. Yeah, we run back to Stormwind, fly to Redridge, run down into Duskwood. I want to get this one done and taken care of. I didn't do Messenger to Stormwind. Did I not do that? We'll do it this time. Oh no, that's the return trip. Okay, we're good. It's the return trip now that we have. The one where we tell the guy that no one is coming to help him. And so let's turn that one in first. I'm pretty sure he's going to ask us to go to Westfall to ask for help, and then to Darkshire to ask for help after that. So we'll do his quest first, and then we'll take the Darkshire quest to Darkshire and get the alcohol from Darkshire at the same time, and that will wrap up these level 14 and 15 quests. That's how we'll do it, I think. Like, in previous playthroughs, like, some of these quests, like this one, I would never do it. You know, and it's like, especially in hardcore, like, you can't afford to not do these quests. You need every single quest. Joe, where did we get the gecko? That's a lot of gecko interest, man. We got it on Amazon, I think. Yeah. We just got it on Amazon. Yeah, it was one of his birthday gifts. A month back. So Katie, for hardcore, basically the rule is if you die, you delete your character. Like, that's the essence of hardcore. The way we're playing it now, like using the hardcore add-on, it's a self-imposed challenge. So like there's really nothing right now that stops you from rezzing or makes you follow the rules. It's kind of like the honor system almost. But yeah, if you die, you don't res. You got your hardcore tab here that has your verification status. We have a couple other rules that we have on the Bloodsail Buccaneers server. With the hardcore add-on here, like, we're not allowed to group up unless we're doing a dungeon. We're not allowed to use the auction house. We're not allowed to trade with other players or with ourselves. In fact, you can't use the mailbox at all. So there's a couple of other rules, but the essence of it is if you die, you don't res. You have one life. On Blizzard's official servers that are coming out at the end of the month, you're not going to physically be able to res. Once you die, that's it. You can be a ghost and hang out. Or they'll let you transfer your character off the hardcore realm and take it somewhere else. Yeah, right now people are, in the US, people play on Bloodsail Buccaneers for the hardcore challenge, and in the EU they play on Hydraxian Waterlords. Both of those are RP servers that, like, the hardcore community just kind of swooped in and they took over. And they said, this is a hardcore server now. But eventually, like, once we're playing on Blizzard's official servers, I think that part of the intention is that they want the hardcore community off those servers. Because those are roleplay servers, and I'm pretty sure Blizzard wants the roleplayers just to have their server back. Because there's only like one RP server per cluster. So yeah, right now it's totally the honor system. I mean, if you res yourself though, you'll fail here, so which is visible to other players, right? Like this, you can inspect somebody, you can see their hardcore tab. So the only thing that's really enforced is, like, if you die, you're gonna fail. But yeah, as far as a bunch of the other stuff, like, it's not as easily tracked. Like, you can group up with players in the open world and do stuff, and the add-on doesn't know. Like, it doesn't know. It's not gonna give you a failed status for just grouping up with people if you chose to do that. Yes, you can disable it and enable it again. However, we found out that, like, once you hit 60, the add-on checks, and if you've had the character going and, like, more than 5% of your playtime was without the add-on enabled, you will get a fail status at level 60. So yeah, you can't have it off for too long. This is the hardcore add-on. Any add-ons are downloaded through the Curse Forge, is what handles all of the add-ons for a while. Like, different things we're using, like the quest tracking is an add-on, that's not really in the game. Things like our inventory being condensed like this, like, that's not really how it is in the game. This is being handled by an add-on. So add-ons are just things that, like, the community makes that kind of make changes to the game. Sometimes it's a UI change, sometimes it's things like quest tracking that are quite large. And they're just like, they're things that change the game from how it would normally be. Alright, let's see. We need to go tell the dude that nobody's coming to help. And then he's going to send us to Westfall. And then he's going to send us to Duskwood. So... yeah, their community made changes. Yeah, when I started playing Classic, I didn't use any add-ons at all. It took until the end of Season of Mastery for people to convince me to use Questie so that like, I can find where quests were at, like, to pick them up. The highest level was the level 47 Paladin. And he didn't die, he just got retired because his gameplay got way too tedious. So yeah, level 47. And I don't know, I wonder if we'll hit 40 on this character before the hardcore servers come out. Probably not. Maybe. We could hit 40 on this guy. I'm not sure. I guess it depends on how much we play each day. I don't think we'll pass him at 47 though before we're rolling something up on official hardcore. And then when our official hardcore character needs rested XP, we'll have someone to swap between. And that's how we'll be able to continue this journey here. Alright, over to Sentinel Hill we go. Luckily a direct flight. Nope. Nope, it's just a different server. It's just a server you're gonna pick from the server list. You're still just you're just paying the sub to get access to Classic. Mike, YouTube got stuck in a loop? What did it do to you? Were you stuck back in time? Were you stuck in time somewhere? It's probably my fault. This running around is tedious, but it's going to be good to have all this stuff done. Did I not? I didn't do the price of shoes? I could have swore I did this. Oh my gosh. We didn't do the price of shoes? Ugh. I guess I got really caught up in finding that alcohol. That's what it was. We're gonna have to run back and do that one. Tweety, good afternoon, man. Thanks for being here. What level do you get ground mounts in Classic? In this version of Classic, you get them at 40. Yeah, you gotta wait all the way to 40 to get them. In Wrath of the Lich King Classic, you get it at level 20, I want to say 20. It went down to 30 in Burning Crusade, and then it went down to 20 in Wrath of the Lich King. And now in retail, you get your ground mount at level 10. Because I just want you to mount up right away. Yeah, interesting egg. It's a different game. It's like, it's not even like comparable. It's just a different game. I try to think of them as separate games so that I don't like draw comparisons and like judge them based on that. Like retail is one version of WoW and Classic is another, and they're just like totally different. I get all these whispers asking me to heal dead mines. Could you imagine a world where we can do a run more than once on a character? Like, imagine being able to do a dungeon one day and then doing the same dungeon the next day. Imagine being able to do that. Yeah, I've gotten like 4 whispers throughout the day today, people wanting me to heal dead mines. And yeah, man, I'd love to be able to do another dead mines run and possibly get some stuff, but we can't. We can't, thanks to the arbitrary rules. Alex, you're technically not wrong. Yeah, like nothing will physically stop me from doing a run. And, you know, there'd be no negative... If I did another Dead Mines run, there'd be no negative impact to anybody, realistically. But yeah, it's against the rules that we're playing by. I wonder if a lot of people are not playing by that rule anymore. Now that they know that on official hardcore we're going to have a 24-hour lockout on a dungeon, but we're still going to be able to do it multiple times. I wonder if people on Bloodsail and Hydraxian Waterlords are kind of adjusting how they handle that rule. Because in my opinion, the adjusted rule for solo self-found should mirror the Blizzard rule of a 24-hour lockout. Yeah, I think that, like, you know, you don't want to have people running them back to back. The fear, I guess, is that people won't be in the world doing stuff. Oh, not a fireball. No, no, no. No, no, no. No fireballs. Absolutely not. No, Joseph, it's that one of the made-up rules for the current version of solo self-found hardcore. One of the current rules is that you can only do a dungeon one time on a character, so you can only kill a boss once. I used to think it was a roleplay rule, because we were on a roleplay server, you know, like, yeah, it makes sense from a roleplay perspective that you can't kill a boss more than one time on the same character. But it's not really a roleplay rule, it's just one of the arbitrary hardcore rules. To stop people from farming in dungeons, to stop people from grinding in dungeons, to stop people from getting gear, essentially. They don't want you to get any gear. They want your journey to be a slow grind. Yeah, that's the interesting thing, Tim, is that at level 60, even when people are doing hardcore raids, I don't think the rule exists anymore. I think the rule goes away at 60. And yeah, like, that's the weird thing, is like, I think the people do, now I don't know for sure, because I've obviously never done a hardcore raid, but do people who do the hardcore raids, do they clear them more than once? They want you to, yeah, they don't, right, Alex, that's like probably not far from the truth. Yeah, they don't want you to grind in dungeons, they want you to use the questing leveling add-on that they created, and then charged you for, right? That's a good point. Keep people out of the dungeons, yeah. Well, yeah. We should be fine on the road, right? I'm thinking we should probably be fine. What level do we have? Level 20s. Okay. So we're gonna be fine, but we need to be careful. Yeah, more people in raids, so like in classic era you're talking like 40-man raids or 25-man raids. And then, you know, more people, more loot, harder boss mechanics, generally speaking, harder boss mechanics, harder boss fights. At 60 they can do them continuously, yeah. Yep, it's kind of a weird thing. Oh, what does this guy have? Rare goods, we'll see. Yeah, oh, okay. I'll take these. Yeah, in Classic Era the cap is 60. And then, but by Classic Wrath of the Lich King, you know, the cap is 80. But in this version, 60. That's right, Mike. Weren't some of the Blackrock dungeons, weren't some of those like 10-man dungeons? I forget which ones were the 10-mans. Let's grab the flight point. It was Upper Blackrock Spire. I've had like an eyelash trying to go into my eye for the past 20 minutes. It's a scumbag eyelash. It's supposed to keep stuff out of your eye, and then it tries to go into your eye. Scumbag eyelash. I need the bottle of moonshine. Did we ding? Oh, we dinged. Oh, nice. That puts us back in shadow. We're gonna go all points in shadow focus until, yeah, things just stop resisting us. There we go. All right, I have to run to Goldshire really quick because I didn't. Well, maybe it's not safe to run. Maybe I have to run from Stormwind. Maybe I'll just do that at another point in time. Yeah, I didn't do the smithing, the shoes, the horseshoes, or whatever it was. Yeah, the price of shoes. We forgot that one. All right, let's go back to Red Ridge and give him the bad news. You know what? Probably tomorrow when we're working on our skinning in Elwyn Forest, we'll run to Goldshire then, and we will get that one turned in. That will be a better time to visit Goldshire than to like run out there again now. A lot of people feel like they have to like be a stan for one version of the game or the other, which isn't the case. But yeah, a lot of people who play retail, they don't play classic, and I think a lot of people who play classic don't play retail. I play all versions of the game, and I like them all for different reasons. It's entirely possible to play every version of WoW and to like actually enjoy each version for what it is. Dakota, are my streams gonna have consistent times? No, man. No, I'm not Co-Carnage. My streams are probably never gonna have like super consistent times. I mean, you guys kind of know like the time of day that I play is usually like late morning, early afternoon. You know, so in that I have been pretty consistent. I rarely do early morning stuff, and I rarely do evening stuff, and I stream almost every day. But that's probably about as consistent as I'm ever going to get. What I really don't like doing, you know, is I don't like holding myself to a schedule that's super firm, because I feel like that's not the point of what I'm doing. But yeah, I generally stream at the same time as when I stream. What'll happen is when we're back in the school year, I'll probably stream a tad bit earlier, and I'll probably get off a tad bit earlier. So when school's in session, it might be a little bit more predictable, but ultimately no. Ultimately, it'll just be like whatever I feel like that day. Because the last thing I want is to like hold myself to a schedule and then start to resent that schedule. Which for someone like me, is entirely possible. Unwelcome guests. We're not doing that for a while. Jason, your sons went back today? That's awesome, man. We are going back on the 28th of August this year. So yeah, a few days after official hardcore starts. Yeah. The 28th of August. Yeah, I tried to make a schedule when I first started, but ultimately what's better for me is just to know that I'm going to try to stream on most days, but to know that I have to give myself leeway to do that whenever I can. Which, you know, it typically ends up being at the same time, but I like having the freedom to not have it be that way. Alright, that stuff is all done. We have lots to do here in Red Ridge. I don't know if this is where we stay for right now, or if maybe we do have to go back and do some stuff in Loch Modan before we really press on. But, we are at a good stopping point, guys. It's been like over 3 hours, I think. I can't see the stream time because of the little interruption we had, but it's been about 3 hours or so. I have had a good time. I appreciate you guys all being here. We hit level 21, not as cool as level 20, but yeah, we're making progress. So thank you guys for being here for it. We will be back on tomorrow around the same time. And I hope to see you guys then as well. Until next time, take care of yourselves out there in the real world, and take care of each other. And we'll see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.